I was popping everybody. Welcome to another video. And today I want to talk to y'all about something I've been thinking about, something that I've been kind of, pondering with, and I've been seeing a lot recently. And it's just about the statistic about traders who fail. They say 90 or 99, whatever the percentage may be, percent of traders actually fail. And I've seen that one out of every five traders will actually pass a prop firm challenge, and then out of that, 20% of traders that can pass a challenge, only 7% will actually earn a payout. So I want to talk about this, and I feel like this is mainly, for what we do off the charts. I think a lot of this we plague ourselves, and we have these self-sabotaging moments before we even press the button, before we even press buy or sell. Before we even sit down at our desk. I think that a lot of the issues and a lot of the struggles come from outside factors, and I think the first thing I want to talk about is just the idea of having expectations within the market. When you come into the day expecting to take a trade, you come into the day expecting to pass a challenge, expecting to, make some money, or not expecting to lose. When you have just these certain expectations, I think that they plague us because when you come into the day with these expectations, you're looking for it. You're constantly searching for a reason as to why I should take a trade or why or how I can make money. When in reality, your mindset should be the opposite. You should actually be looking for reasons not to take a trade. And this is very important because if you're constantly looking for reasons to take trades, you will overlook the reasons as to why you shouldn't be in trade. As traders, we're essentially risk managers. We want to mitigate our risks to the best of our abilities, and we don't want to ever put on risk when it's not necessary. And a lot of the times we can tend to do this just because we want to make money, just because we want that quick rush of dopamine, we want that quick, just happiness, the sense of like gratification, like, okay, I just made some money today. But that's the wrong way to look at it. That's just a wrong approach, and that will only cause you to implode. You will come into the day with the expectation of making some money or taking a trade, whatever the case may be. You'll lose a trade, or your trade might not present itself. Your A plus setup may not come, and then you're gonna end up forcing something that's not actually your A plus setup, just because you need that rush, you need that gratification, you need that dopamine in your brain to where like, okay, I took a trade, I executed on something today, I pressed that button, and this will only cause you to spiral. You're gonna lose because the trade didn't follow all of your confluences. You didn't have full conviction in it. You're gonna fail. The trade's gonna fail. You're gonna be upset, and that's just gonna cause you against your emotions. Trading is mainly emotional. Honestly, I was just talking to a student about this. Trading is, I would say, probably 10 to 20% technicals and then 80% emotions, mentally. And that's honestly what they say about a lot of sports. I think basketball, 20% physical, 20% mental. Yeah, 20% physical, 80% mental. I think it's the same statistic they say for basketball as well. Um, it's all the same. It all correlates because when your brain isn't there, when you're mentally not there, when your emotions are not in check, it is so easy for you to go on tilt as a trader, for you to just make irrational decisions, and you to end up just blowing your accounts as a trader, and it's just not worth it. These expectations that we have, they ruin us. Another thing, what we do off the charts, our routines. This is very important because if you cannot have a disciplined life outside of the charts, how are you going to have disciplined life on the charts? I feel like this is repeated so much and so many people talk about this, but it just doesn't stick for a lot of people. A lot of people overlook this. I feel like if you are going to trade, I'm not saying you need to live a David Goggins lifestyle. You need to move like a robot and have every second of your day planned out and to the T, but follow a routine. Have some structure in your life. Be disciplined. Force yourself to do something that you don't want to do on a daily basis. And I promise you, this will build your discipline receptors in your brain. This will get that muscle stronger, and it'll make it so much easier for when you're on the charts, when it's actually time for you to trade. Um, because like when you're not disciplined on your day-to-day life, when you have no structure, when you don't wake up at a set time, when you don't do something before you trade, like you're mentally just foggy. You're mentally like you're not there all the way, and that's just another way to lead you into making a rational decision. When your brain isn't fully awake, when your mind isn't fully checked in, when you hop on the charts, you're not gonna be there. It's gonna only play you. It's gonna only make you make mistakes, and you don't want that. As we want the odds to be in our best favor as traders. We want to do everything to our possibility in order to move the probabilities in our direction, because at the end of the day, the market is going to do what the market's going to do. You cannot control what the market does, but you can control what you do. I can look at the market right now and think, okay, I think we're going to go higher. I think, based off my technical analysis, we should go higher, but that's not always the case. I can be wrong. My technicals can be right, but the market may just want to reverse. The market may not want to do what I want to see it do. So you want to do what you can control, what you can control, and that is your action. That is your decisions on a daily basis. That is your expectation coming into the market. Um, And yeah, another thing too is just like we put the idea of trading on such a pedestal, and I think that that is another way that we self sabotage ourselves. We put trading on a pedestal. You look at passing prop firm challenges as this big thing. You look at getting payouts as this big thing, but in reality, it's not. It's really nothing. There's so many people that do this stuff on a daily basis, and I guess it's cool when you get your first one. Like I just actually answered this question in the Discord group. Like that first payout is gonna feel great. You know, that first prop account you pass is gonna feel great. But once I got on to like my third and fourth payout, like I felt nothing. Especially if they're not like anything super crazy, some crazy amount of money. It's gonna feel like a regular day. It's gonna be second nature, and you have to treat it as that. It is a regular thing because it's like you're gonna climb to the top of this mountain, passing your first prop from challenge. You're gonna look up, it's a way bigger mountain in front of you. We're gonna look up and see like, okay, now this bigger mountain, all these obstacles. Now I have to get a payout, scale, you know, whatever the case may be, buy more accounts, copy trade them. That's all on this new mountain that you just, you know, you see now that you just got to the top of this initial mountain, which is very, in reality, actually very small. In reality, it's not anything even crazy. Yes, I passed a prop from challenge. This is beautiful. This is great. It took me 2 years to pass my first prop from challenge. It took me such a long time, and it is because I put them on a pedestal. I didn't understand how actually simple and easy they really were. Once I got that mindset shift, though, it became second nature. It became so easy to me. I passed prop from challenges like I'm breathing, like I'm eating food, like it's nothing. It's second nature to me now. I always would put them on this pedestal and look at them as this super crazy thing, like I made it. But that's not that. That is just the beginning. That's just the start. The same with earning payouts, yo. Because from there, it's gonna be a new set of obstacles, a new set of challenges. And you need to understand that. Stop having the expectations. Stop trying to look at this stuff as if it's like the greatest thing in the world. Is not. There's so many other things to accomplish. There's so many more things to achieve. And when we have these, you know, when we idolize these simple things within the market, it just makes it so much harder to succeed. You idolize these things and you look at them as like there's something that they're really not, and then it just makes it harder. You get in your own way, you get in your own head because it causes you to overthink. It causes you to just force stuff. Like, yo, passing a prop from challenge is so simple. You just have to make more than you lose over a given period of time. You can literally do it with proper risk management in 1 to 2 weeks max. I feel like they give you a month, which is very generous. A month is very generous. Now, like, actually may not even say that because honestly, right now I've been having a little rough streak. I blew a set of challenges last week, but when it comes to just overall as a whole, I do not spend more than 2-3 days on prop firm accounts. Like it is second nature, proper risk management, whatever the case may be, executing on my trades. That's simple, and that is the same that it should be for you. Stop idolizing them. Stop putting it on the pedestal. Stop looking at the market like it's this god or something. It's not. And if you treat it as such, it will treat you as such. You know, if you idolize it and if you look at it like some big bad wolf, like that's what it's gonna treat you as. But if you look at it as something regular, if you look at it as your second nature, like okay, this isn't that bad, I can do this. You're gonna be able to do it. Everything is in your mind and everything starts off the charts. All of this stuff translates, all of this stuff correlates and is intertwined with yourself. It's all in your brain. And I think I'm gonna leave it at that. That's really everything I wanted to say. Just you can really fail before you get on the charts. That was kind of like the whole preface of this video. Why traders fail before they actually even get on the charts. Before you actually press that button, I think that all this stuff is very important. All this stuff is intertwined and it all makes sense. If you follow these steps, you will be good. So with that being said, though, I have a free Discord in my bio. I appreciate all the support. Everybody that's been joining this far, I'm trying to help as many people as I can. So join that sense of community, people to talk to, everything you need. Ask me questions, come join that. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all that. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. We last time I checked, 1.4K. So we're trying to get 2,000. Then from 2, I'm really trying to hit 10. So let's really get there. Let's run it up. So I appreciate all of y'all though, for real, from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot. And I will catch y'all in the next one. I'm gonna catch you in the next one though. Peace out.